Welcome. I'll be reacting to The Witcher, Season 2, Episode 8. Likely I will have a lot of spoilers to talk about at the end, but I will put up a warning before that happens. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original on Netflix.
If there are dirty knucklebones in your pockets, God help you.
Is this a dream?
It's going to be a nightmare if you don't rub that sleep from your eyes and get moving.
Oh, well, she was kind of semi-possessed last episode. That's probably to do with this.
The thing that makes you feel hopeless, and she plunges her finger into it. It makes it hurt so badly you do anything.
Like sacrificing an innocent child.
Oh no. This is a direction I was not expecting. Yennefer, get in here. No.
An old woman in a black robe.
It's Follismere.
Here. In Kiamora.
Where is she now?
I saw her leaving Everard's room. I don't know.
It didn't work, Vesemir.
Carol?
I'm scared. Please.
You're not fooling him.
Tell me what you want.
Oh, wow. The conjunction of the spheres.
She got married too. When you took Eskil down, it broke me. But you were right. It had to be done.
She can survive this.
Yen, can you do anything? This is partly your fault.
Dijkstra said he didn't need me anymore. He had other ways of getting what he wanted.
Why would Redania target us?
Because we've befriended Nilfgaard.
Because we're elves. They hate us. You saved your own life. This is not your doing.
It sounds like it was Redania.
Follismere is a parasite. We need to remove her without killing the host.
Oh, the deathless mother again.
Please, do go on. Oh, yay, a little stone. You've saved us all.
Active Jesper, provider of warmth, energy, balance.
Areola? Pretty sure that's got something to do with nipples.
Neutralizes the effects of poisons in the bloodstream.
Then again, if it was up to me,
Possession's
everything
kind
would be about nipples.
Jaskia!
Wait, hang on. What are you going to do?
What witches do best. Make a potion.
That is so true with potions, though. A lot of it is make do with what you have around. Ciri, you need to wake up. You're being lulled right now. Oh.
Always defectors, Fringilla. It's to be expected.
Francesca and Filipandra were amongst them. Our scouts said they were riding north on stolen horses.
And it's mysteriously murdered. And now they're off to raise the kingdoms of our enemies.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it worked.
Oh, I would never do
You
that.
said it yourself, Fringilla. When Amir arrives, I need to rave.
She would choose somewhere near fire. Normally. But this show hasn't been doing the drawing power properly, so maybe not. That has a lot of fire. Yep,
So many gone. Devoured by this hellish continent.
I want Ciri back.
Yennefer told me to... You're busy.
Dandelion.
You're busy.
Oh, I see. Where's Dandelion? Ah!
Princess.
Come on, Siri.
You sure that there'll be no moving forward without retribution?
Sister, there are other ways.
Oh, wow. And it's feeding her. Yennefer, where are you? Nice.
Jasper gives the courage to rectify wrongs. Hate.
Our hate is the pain she needs to grow stronger.
Our special girl.
If you can hear me, if you can hear us, come home.
My wounds wouldn't heal.
Yen.
Because magic wasn't what I was missing. For her.
Yen.
Pepe. You deserve everything, Suri. Let me give you everything I have.
I don't know what to do.
You belong with us.
No, she doesn't.
We belong together.
Poor Siri. To see them again like that and lose them all a second time. She's joining the Wild Hunt to come after Ciri again?
Join our hunt. Your place is among us. Ciri.
Oh, that was close.
Were those the rays of Morg?
The Wild Hunt. Yes. We're safe now, thanks to you.
Yes. They lost a lot of Witchers this episode.
The Wild Hunt, she's marked for something and it doesn't end there.
You think he was prodding to see if the Brotherhood knew Cirilla was alive?
I do, Maeve.
He finds Cirilla, then marries her off to his king. They put a bounty on the girl.
And anyone who protects her.
I like that they handled that very quickly. The scene deciding that Ciri was better off eliminated kind of dragged on a little bit in the book. So this was quite snappy. They just brought Tissaia in, she explained it, we're done. Before it was between the kings and the queen and they would debate and finally came up with an answer.
She's here! She's here!
Stop! Bring him back. She's elder blood.
She's one of you.
Oh no, Philippa heard it. This is the final episode of this season. Are you telling me she's going to be an owl this entire season? What, did they just not cast anyone? I mean, I guess that makes sense. They could cast her for the next season.
I'm saying
Philippa?
out about the girl.
Never mind, she is showing up. Okay. Yas, Queen, you are finally here. I have been waiting. I love her outfit. The little touches of the owl feathers. Philippa, where have you been? You've been in owl form a lot longer than you like to be in the books.
I felt it come back when I...
And you sacrificed yourself for Ciri.
A sacrifice I'd make again. In a heartbeat.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
Us three, We'll help each other. When did Nilfgaard realize that you were the key to theirs? They knew before anyone else. How do they know the truth about you, Ciri?
Your father. Are they going to show us this early? That would be amazing. I think they're going to show us.
That's how I felt when I realized I could no longer count on you. I'm the one who ordered the death of that elven baby. I had to. It was the best path to helping me find my daughter.
It makes so much sense that he ordered it. Yeah. Are they going to skip Thanedd altogether and just have her portal right through like she did at the end of that book? But here? Now? Oh, they're gonna be in the desert together. But then how does she meet the unicorn?
And as chaos descends upon the continent, we will be focused on getting the girl.
Oh, that's how they handled it. Her face looks like this underneath the glamour in the book. But normally Vilgefortz has it looking nice. I guess she hasn't gone to visit him and he hasn't put the glamour on her yet. It's neat that we got to see how it happened.
Bring me the bard. It's about time he paid back his benefactor.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're getting the university scene with Dandelion kind of out of timeline sequence, but that should still be okay, right? It'd be fun to see the university.
You're the only person who's helped to control her powers.
As if I'd trust anyone else with her.
That moment reminded me a little bit of when Yennefer tried to bring her to the school and she ran away to go see Geralt. Then she was pursued by the Wild Hunt, barely got away. But then afterward, Yennefer and Geralt had a long talk. They came to a deeper understanding of each other in that scene. But this felt like a prelude, I think, to that reconciliation, or a similar feeling scene. I am so glad that they showed that to us now, because I still have memories of reading that book and it taking so long to hear about it and just practically flinging it across the room. They only made us wait 2 seasons. I think that's the biggest change that I agree with, because the first thing I wanted to do after reading that was to go back and reread all the books knowing that information. And also, I haven't played any of the games, but I hear he's in one of them. But I think enough people are aware of this information now that they didn't need to keep it under wraps too long. And I believe it's a more interesting story when we as an audience know and everyone else doesn't, meaning the characters. Obviously, there's a lot more detail to the backstory that they haven't shown us yet, but this tidbit, nice. There is still a chance we'll get Thanedd in one form or another. I kind of have the impression that this episode was in place of that whole sequence with Yennefer going to the bank and then taking Ciri to the school, which is too bad because one of my favorite snarky Ciri scenes is when she goes to that fair with the other kid and there's this basilisk, that someone had brought in as a showpiece. And Ciri sits there, I think she was eating a pear, and she's just like, yeah, that's not a basilisk. And just continually gives this snarky commentary. And then eventually the beast, of course, breaks through and she slays it. There's still a chance they'll work it in somehow, but honestly, I am getting a little tired of scenes being, I hope they work this in somehow, instead of just an adaptation with a few changes. I mean, this was a really fun episode to watch when you detach from the books. I think this was really well done and a great finale for this season, leaving enough mysteries open and providing that ooh at the end. But from a Witcher fan standpoint, I'm left feeling like you skipped past huge chunks, you changed others, we're missing a lot of key scenes. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing because so many things have been changed. I think it's partly because season 1 was largely based on the short stories and snippets of backstory that we learned throughout the books. I felt like that was setting us up to then adapt the main story. So I pretty much forgave all the changes to those because I was like, oh, they're just cobbling it together from a bunch of different sources. It's, it's going to be a bit of a mess. It's fine. I'm not expecting word for word. I agree that there are parts of the books that are flawed and need to be fixed. But this was just off in Merry Maryland of fan fiction. I don't know what they were doing. I'm glad that we got to see a few locations and people from the books that I really love. I think the main question I have is how are we going to get everybody to Thanedd? I mean, obviously the Mage Conclave will happen. We got all the key players there. But Yennefer was a member of the council in that situation, so it made sense for her to be there with Geralt. With Yennefer out on the run, she has no reason to be there. The only one I can think of is that she needs help from Tissaia to train Ciri. My theory is Thanedd will happen without Yennefer and Geralt. That might be the moment when, say, Triss goes to get Yennefer. And that's when Yennefer and Ciri come in and the prophecy is given and then everything just explodes. So I'm guessing that's how they'll handle it, which makes sense within this world that they've created. But I'm really going to miss Geralt at that banquet where there's no actual food, really, and him going between all those tables, dealing with people, and he's just hungry the whole time. And then that scene with the caviar, where it's just an image of caviar and the general taste. And if you've read that book recently, you'll know what I mean by the caviar scene. It's just hilarious. And I am very disappointed that we probably won't get to see it. The main humor that they're bringing in is from Dandelion in the TV show, and in the books, it's a little bit more spread out. Like, there's not a comic relief character. It's everybody is just occasionally really funny. And I prefer that balance, I think. Whereas in this season, it's mostly been, oh, we need comic relief. Where's Jaskier? Come over here. We need comic relief. Rather than giving all the characters the opportunity to do some fun one-liners. So I would describe my reaction to season 2 of The Witcher as entertaining but disappointing. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments.